Hi lovelies, welcome back to Vanessa J. So happy to have you guys back. I hope that you're all doing good, and today I want to talk about something that is super duper close to my heart, something that's been on my mind for a while now. If you have been following me for a while, if you follow me on Instagram at Piece of V, or listen to my podcast Peaceful Wild, you know that this is something that has been on my mind lately. It's basically about, embracing your spirituality and finding the balance between like living your best spiritual self and embracing your spiritual being, the part of you that is spiritual, as well as embracing your humanness. So a lot of people call this duality, however you want to really think of it as, but for me it's just like the balance, the duality and spirituality. For me personally, I'll tell you how I got into it, into this concept of it, is like recently this year I've had, obviously 2020, I've had a lot of time to like think, and I don't think it was only that, but it was a lot. Everything just hit at once for me, kind of thing. I guess it was different factors that played into me feeling this way, but I came to a point a couple months ago of really feeling like I was just spiritualed out. Like, if you go a few videos back, I have a video where I touch upon this a little bit too, called too spiritual, right? Could you overdo the spiritual thing? And the answer is absolutely yes. So this is just going a little deeper into that and just elaborating on those ideas that I was talking about. So a couple months back, I was feeling like I had too much information in my head, right? Like I was like done. Like I was like, I'm over this. I don't want to like research anything else. I'm tired of learning. I feel overwhelmed. I feel like I have all this pressure to be perfect. I have all this pressure to know everything. And I just came to a halt. I came to an overdose, and my body and my mind was like, enough. So that's the reason why I wanted to make this video. I wanted to talk to you guys, and I wanted to tell you guys that it's okay. Not only is it okay, it's important, it's crucial in order for you not to burn out and hit rock bottom and hit this level of exhaustion of pure enough of spirituality. Like you feel like it's driving you insane, like it's almost toxic in a way. It's important that you don't latch onto the identity of spiritual, like you are just simply a spiritual being. You know what I mean? Because that's not what it is. Too much of anything is not good for you, and that goes for spirituality as well. If you were not meant to be having a human experience, guess what? You wouldn't have this human body that you're in, this flesh. You wouldn't have it. You know what I mean? Like, it's so important to find the balance in your experience so that you could feel happy and whole and not drive yourself insane, okay? We have this pressure now, especially on social media. If you're on the spiritual journey and you follow all these spiritual pages like I do, you have this pressure of like not watching trash TV, or Netflix is a waste of time. You're brainwashing yourself if you're watching like normal TV, or if you're eating a bag of hot Cheetos and chocolate, like you're wrong, you're not spiritual anymore. Like, this is false. This is not true. There's nothing that you can do that's gonna make you less spiritual, because the fact of the matter is that each and every single one of us are spiritual beings. We are. There's no way around it. Whether you're in what they call the New Age spiritual, on that path, if you're religious, if you're not, like this is all a spiritual experience. Every human being is having a spiritual experience. If you have a body, you have a soul, and you have a spirit. So there's nothing that you can do that is gonna make you less spiritual. When we lose ourselves in spirituality, we are losing our human experience. When we're rejecting our humanness and our three-dimensional body and being and experiences, we're rejecting a part of ourselves, because, you know, all of this 5D talk, you know, it's all great, like it's all amazing. Obviously spirituality has gotten a lot of us so far, but if we're denying ourselves this three-dimensional experience, we're punishing ourselves for no reason, and we're making our lives less enjoyable, and it's almost like not even worth it. It's almost like you are better off not even having you know, doing the spiritual work, because you're making yourself wrong for not being spiritual 100% of the time. It's like, do you see where I'm going with this? Sometimes, here's the other thing, is we need these human experiences, these normal experiences, whatever you want to call them, of having normal human emotions, of watching TV, of going out and having a drink. How would we even have these deep spiritual knowings and these spiritual like awarenesses and like aha moments if we didn't have these human experiences? Do you know what I mean? Like, it's like I don't know what the right word for it is, but it's like we're here to live and to have these experiences in order to have these spiritual realizations and up levels. Because if we were simply spiritual beings with no human body, we, I guess, would know everything, or there would be no need for us to have experiences because we wouldn't have a body. I know it sounds crazy. I hope I'm making sense, but like, we're in this flesh for a reason, and we need to cherish it, and we need to embrace it for all that it is. Spirituality can't be your whole identity. It can't be your whole identity. It's not your whole identity. So I wanted to also touch on like social media. Be careful, because we all start somewhere. And again, I've been, you know, into this for like a while now, but I know like it's becoming like a bigger and grander thing. Like, a lot more people are diving into it, which is amazing. However, like, be aware that there are a lot of spiritual pages that are only showing you one side of the coin, are only spewing spiritual stuff at you. It's not realistic and it's not healthy if all you are doing is spiritualing out 24/7, okay? This is the reason why I show like all parts of myself on my Instagram, and sometimes I still have like my little inner battles of like, oh, you shouldn't post that, or should you post that? Oh, there's a big airplane, wow, out my window, distracted. But if you see my Instagram, you see that I post some stuff of my daily life. I post selfies. I post, you know, when I'm feeling sexy, I post, you know, sexy pictures. I post funny stuff, you know. I post when I'm having a snack or when I'm watching Netflix. Like, we need to be balanced beings, and we can't think that because we're on a spiritual journey that that's all we have to do, okay? Peace and happiness comes from duality, and it comes from balance in our spiritual life, and it comes from having these human experiences and embracing our humanness to then grow and become a better, you know, more balanced version of ourselves. Also, I wanted to add that having a good, solid spiritual routine and foundation also helps with this. So again, I know that this comes with time, but when you have that inner knowing and that inner balance, and you get what I call the toolbox or the treasure box of tools to like keep yourself grounded, or your daily little rituals, and I know rituals sounds like ooh, what the hell is that? But like, just, I mean, like, whatever that looks like for you. If that's waking up and having a prayer, or waking up doing a meditation, or waking up and just writing down, you know, things that you're grateful for, mentally listing what you're grateful for. If that's going for a walk, going in nature, whatever those little things look like for you, having a morning cup of coffee and just contemplating on, you know, how grateful you are for your life, stuff like that. Like having a good foundation of daily little things like that is what's going to set you up. And really, those are the things that matter the most as far as like maintaining a solid spiritual existence. See, we're all individuals. We all have so many parts to ourselves, and we're so much more, it's so much more fun and interesting to embrace all parts of ourselves. Because if we were all these little perfect spiritual all the time beings, what how fun would that be? Not very fun. Like, it wouldn't be that fun. And that's why I like to follow people, you know, use your gut and see who resonates for you. But for me on Instagram, I did a cleansing of my Instagram on like people who I follow recently, because I was just tired of, honestly, I'm gonna say how I feel, the fakeness of always being like, oh, you know, like everything is spiritual, everything I'm doing, I wake up and I'm spiritual, I go to sleep and I'm spiritual, my day is spiritual, my life is spiritual. Like I don't know. I hit that point, and I don't know if you guys hit that point, but I hit that point. And that's why I like to keep mine real and raw. Like, yes, I'm a spiritual being, and yes, I'm also you know, like normal. Like, I have my moments where I'm funny, I have my moments where I'm cranky, I have my moments where I'm moody, I have my moments where I'm sexual. Like, that's what makes life interesting. That's what makes us all individuals. And also, I wanted to note that people who are meant to be in your life, people who are in tune with themselves and who do have a solid foundation and who do have a solid spirit, they're gonna feel your energy. They're not gonna look, you know, and see, oh, are they doing everything perfect? Like, are they this perfect spiritual being? No, they're gonna feel your energy, and they're gonna love you for who you are, and they're gonna love you even more for all the aspects that you have to bring. So just be wary of people who are only posting spiritual things. That doesn't mean that it's a bad thing, but be mindful that this is not a trap. This is not something that you want to fall into and think that you have to be this perfect spiritual being, especially if you're in the beginning of your journey, or if you're far deep in and you find yourself just being overly consumed. You're going to burn out, and you're going to want to reject everything eventually. I promise you. It becomes almost, you know, like an obsession. Like, you have to know everything and you have to do everything perfectly, and it's so wrong. So take everything in small dosages as you see fit, and enjoy the worldly things. Enjoy your trash TV, enjoy your snacks, everything in moderation. We're human. Live life now. Life is happening now. Like, you don't want years to pass and for you to feel like, you know, you didn't enjoy these human experiences. Like, it's fun to have that glass of wine. It's fun to go to that party. It's fun to go on like that adventure, to binge watch that show, to eat that chocolate cake. I hope that this hit for some of you guys. I hope that if this is something that you were not thinking about, that you do start to think about it. Embrace yourself. Express all parts of yourself. Don't think that if you're on social media, you have to be perfect and just posting about one specific thing. Like, show your true colors. Again, that's why I post all aspects of myself, because at the end of the day, I'm not worried about people who are going to judge me for posting the real authentic me, because I am confident that when I do that, I'm attracting everybody that's accepting me fully. And those who don't accept it, well, that's okay too. Like, unfollow me, or you know what I mean? Like, there's so much. Ever since I hit that place earlier in the year of the overload, and the rejection, if I'm being honest, the rejection of spirituality and a lot of things that I was practicing and learning about, I realized that when I allowed myself to let loose and to engage more in my 3D and human experiences and feelings and not bypass and try to reject everything that I thought was not spiritual, the more happy and full I became, and the more balanced you feel in your body. You know what I mean? So please, please, please take all of this. Know that we're all individuals. Like, enjoy yourself, keep on your path, and invite and accept all aspects of life and spirituality, because the human experience is the spiritual experience, and that is what's going to propel you on your journey. None of us are perfect. None of us will ever be perfect. So express yourself fully and trust that your tribe is gonna find you as long as you are being 100% yourself. And expressing yourself authentically. So I hope that this was insightful. I love you guys. Please, if you're enjoying my videos, do not forget to subscribe. I appreciate you for watching. Hit the little bell so you get the notifications of when I post. Yeah, and that's it. I love you guys, and I hope you have a beautiful day. We'll talk soon.